Hey guys, we got back with another mini message today, and we're going to start in Genesis 21 verse 8. It says there, when Isaac grew up and was about to be weaned, Abraham prepared a huge feast to celebrate the occasion. But Sarah saw Ishmael, the son of Abraham, and her Egyptian servant Hagar making fun of her son Isaac. So she turned to Abraham and demanded, "Get rid of that slave woman and her son. He is not going to share the inheritance with my son Isaac. I won't have it." Okay, we've got all kind of problems here, don't we? So Isaac at this point is about 3 years old probably. And so here's Ishmael and Hagar over here on the side making fun of him, making fun of a 3-year-old. This is where we have now found ourselves. But now I want you to stop and put yourself in their position for a moment. Not justifying making fun of anybody, but understand their emotions, and I see why they could have reacted wrongly in this moment. Hagar had been given to Abraham to have a child with, and Ishmael is that child. This whole thing was Sarah's idea. And so now with this new son, Ishmael, I'm sure, feels very kicked to the curb. And if there's anything that a child needs, it's the attention and love and devotion of their father. And I would imagine Ishmael felt like a second-class citizen in this. He was not treated equally. And you know what? That's not his fault. He didn't ask for any of this. And now here comes Sarah behind that, and she's now telling Abraham, "Get rid of that boy and his slave mother." This whole thing was your idea. And it didn't turn out like you wanted it to, so now you're going to run everybody off and you want to kick them out of the family. That's harsh. In this situation, this is one of those times when really there is no good guy, okay? Everybody here. Hagar's a grown woman making fun of a 3-year-old. Sarah is reacting to this with just animosity and just pretty much outright hatred. Abraham allowed himself to be put in this situation by going through with what Sarah had told him to do and said, "Here, just take Hagar and have a child with her so we'll have one for this promise," instead of waiting and trusting God. See, this is the example of how the sin of one person, or two people in this case with Abraham and Sarah, has now spilled over into the rest of this family and hurt all of these other people. Sin always goes further than we think it will and affects more people than we think it will. You know, Abraham, if he had said no to this situation at the beginning, we would not have this problem. If Sarah would have trusted God, we would not have this problem. But now there's innocent people brought into it. That's why we need to guard ourselves from sin and to try to put up the barriers and the accountability to do what we can to not do the things that are not only going to affect and mess up our lives, but the lives of so many people around us that matter to us and that we may love and care for. Guard your hearts. Guard your minds. Have a good day. We'll see you again.